of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Running into the open space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Up to 45 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. A pickup of 5 and a first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
Turning it on! That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make the decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Algier. Going for 6. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Armour. Still on his feet at the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the sack. Runs through the tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Mississippi State right back to the line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's got 43 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
To throw, it's Algier. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
There he goes! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown Bulldogs. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll line up to go for two. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Tulsa. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Fires to the big fella. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. He'll keep it himself. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Algier. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the option. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air. It's Algier. Throws to the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Quick strike complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
To the end zone and is picked off. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Bringing the heat. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out fast. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's fired. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He's loose down the middle. Tag! Touchdown, Memphis! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. And off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Algier. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds us back in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Algier. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tiger!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the... line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Armour. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Number 7. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick.
Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
This is a designed run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here comes the two-point try.
Set, ready. Direction. Ready, set. Okay, ready. Got it.
Looking to throw, it's Algier. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that one's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Mississippi State 49, Memphis 32.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock run. Looks as if time will expire here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly. Gives it on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Algier. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41.
Fourth down. Coming up.
They want to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Trying to get the corner. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Buying some time. Oh, he's got a chance. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Armour. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Armour. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Flowers. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Mississippi State right back to the line. Third down play from the gun. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.